Here's your weekly SunStar Baguio Newsbits. A look at this week's headlines.
Sagada denies film team. Baguio welcomes film team. Baguio market needs more study. Returning workers and individuals urged to complete quarantine. Cordillera cops back car tourism. Toxins detected in spray paint. More vegetable facilities seen in Benguet. And national ID system to fix gaps.
And for the details. A small town has put its foot down for the safety of its people. Sagada Mayor James Puutin said the team of film director Joyce Bernal with actor Piolo Pascual was asked to leave the town despite having travel papers and authorization from Malacanang for the sake of the health of its people. This report from Maria Elena Catahan.
Putin said the health and safety of his town has to be put first, adding no amount of permits and authorization can sway the decision of stakeholders to keep the town sealed from tourists. Putin added the presidential management team called him late afternoon of July 3rd to inform him of plans of Bernal to shoot scenes in the town, to which he outright denied. Bernal's crew is working on a project to shoot scenes from Sagada for the State of the Nation address of President Rodrigo Duterte this month and asked to be permitted into the area. On the same day of the unwelcome arrival, Bernal was met by officials of the Sagada COVID-19 task force and was politely asked to leave, explaining local protocols which have to be honored. Bernal apologized for the breach and asked to be allowed to leave the next day. In an interview with SunStar Baguio, Putin said he hopes that this incident sends a message to all that Sagada is serious in implementing local laws and asked for understanding for the decision. Maria Elena Catahan, SunStar Baguio.
Film director Joyce Bernal and crew were welcomed in the summer capital Monday night. Maria Elena Catahan returns.
After being denied entry to Sagada and Banawe, Camp John Hay Manor confirmed the stay of the team of director Joyce Bernal to shoot scenes for the State of the Nation address of President Rodrigo Duterte. On July 7, Ramon Cabrera, general manager of the manor, said the team went through the teachers' camp triage and obtained certifications, armed with travel passes from Malacanang and COVID Shield. City Mayor's Chief of Staff Philip Pusin said the team registered at the HDF website of the city for pass-through travel for their Sagada trip over the weekend and was escorted outside the city limits, stating the team went through the teachers' camp triage and were later given certifications which enabled the group to enter Camp John Hay. Pusin said there are no violations from the film team with their stay in the city. Colonel Alan Ray Co, Baguio City Police Director, said the team coordinated with the police last week. Maria Elena Catahan, SunStar Baguio.
Baguio Mayor Benjamin Magalong told the City Council to decide on the public market so the city can pursue other options or move on to other measures.
Magalong recommended a public-private partnership agreement for the market development as the city will not spend on development and at the same time earn from the proposed deal. The mayor said the PPP assures protection of the interests of market vendors, accommodating 4,000 sellers, including those displaced and the night market. Magalong and Councilor Fred Bagbagen asked other members of the City Council to make independent decisions regarding the multi-billion project.
City Administrator Bonnie De La Peña said both SM Prime Holdings Incorporated and Robinsons Corporation have qualified for the PPP deal now being pursued by the city, stating local bidder, the Market Cooperative, was able to give their proposal but was disqualified due to lacking legal papers. Returning overseas Filipino workers and locally stranded individuals in Benguet who had undergone swab testing for COVID-19 will not be sent home until results are out. This report from Loren Alimondo.
Benguet Governor Melchor Diglas disclosed the protocol following the Provincial Interagency Task Force meeting at the provincial capital on Monday. He added it was observed that there are cases wherein patients are tested for COVID-19 in Manila, but once they arrive in the province, they are positive for COVID-19, citing reason of non-completion of the 14-day quarantine in Manila. Members of the Provincial Interagency Task Force also made a motion making a resolution asking individuals from outside Benguet to complete their 14-day quarantine. The Benguet Training Center in Wangal, La Trinidad serves as triage center and temporary quarantine facility for LSIs and returning OFWs. As of writing July 7, there are 331 returning OFWs and 433 LSIs who were accommodated. Lauren Alamondo, SunStar Baguio.
The Police Regional Office Cordillera is backing the tourism industry of the region with the Monday morning flag-raising ceremony held at Burnham Park. This report from Jonathan Llanes.
Procorps Director, Police Brigadier General Arwin Pagkalinawan explained the flag-raising activities at the premier park of the country's summer capital is in preparation for the return of the tourism industry in the region. The General said similar flag-raising ceremonies and tourism-related activities will be observed by the provincial and municipal police stations in the Cordillera as support for the local tourism industry. Pagkalinawan assured the continuous implementation of laws related to the general peace and order situation in the region as Cordillera moves forward to a new normal. Jonathan Llanes, SunStar Baguio.
Spray paint has recently been found to contain dangerous lead concentrations, environmental health groups revealed. This report from Joven Peralta.
A new report by the Eco-Waste Coalition and International Pollutants Elimination Network or IPEN found high levels of lead in 4 samples of imported Parlux and Yandy spray paints bought from retail stores in Baguio City. The lead content is above the 90 ppm limit for lead under the Chemical Control Order for Lead and Lead Compounds. The groups noted while the hazards of spray paint fumes due to their volatile organic compound ingredients like acetone, toluene, and xylene are quite known, studies barely paid attention to lead lurking in such paints. The Philippine Association of Paint Manufacturers or PAPM with the Eco-Waste Coalition and IPEN said none of the spray paints analyzed in the study was produced locally by its affiliated companies. PAPM President Derek Tan said the authorities need to ensure that only lead-safe paints are sold in the market as the country has already phased out lead-containing decorative paints in December 2016 and lead-containing industrial paints in December 2019. Joven Peralta, SunStar Baguio.
Benguet is eyeing construction of a vegetable processing facility. Governor Melchor Diglas disclosed the proposal for the possible setup of a processing center for other Benguet towns. Loren Alimondo returns.
Department of Agriculture Secretary William Dar in his visit in the province last June announced an initial 20 million funding for the put-up of processing facility at BSU, funded by DA through the Bureau of Agricultural Research. Aside from the processing facility in BSU in La Trinidad, another processing facility is also eyed in Bugyas, where a satellite campus of BSU is also located. The governor said once a processing center is put up in the area, a link with the academe will be in the works for research purposes. He added the plan would depend on the funding from the DA, but they are pushing for it to address overproduction of vegetables. Cordillera supplies 80% of Metro Manila's highlands vegetables coming from Benguet and Mountain Province. Lauren Elmondo, SunStar Baguio.
Implementation of the National Identification System in the country is seen to resolve problems in the identification of recipients and beneficiaries of support from the government. This report from Jeannie Cole Cortez.
Baguio City Representative Marquez Go said, once the national ID system is implemented, problems on identifying possible beneficiaries such as the Social Amelioration Program will be properly addressed. The National Identification System, or the Philippine Identification Card, is the official lifetime national identity card for Filipino citizens worldwide and includes foreign permanent residents in the Philippines at least 18 years of age. The Philippine Statistics Authority is the primary agency tasked to undergo with data gathering for the national ID system. Enrique Gascon, DSWD Cordillera Assistant Director for Administration, said that based on their computer algorithms records, close to 2% of the first tranche SAP beneficiaries in the region, or majority coming from Benguet province, were found to have doubled their claim. Republic Act 11055 aims to establish a single national identification system for all citizens and resident aliens of the Republic of the Philippines. Nicole Cortez, SunStar Baguio.
And that's your weekly SunStar Baguio Newsbits. For more updates, visit us at our website and our official social media accounts. Till next weekend, this is Conway Copas, reminding you to grab a copy of SunStar Baguio, the only daily newspaper in Northern Luzon.